season 14. This is our first time that we had a draft in quite a few seasons, and soon enough, we're hopefully going to stick with this method. Just want to give you guys
Alright, everybody, welcome to the 2025 BMHL Draft Lottery on Uber Sports. It is a beautiful day. I'm on the Uber, as we're getting set. Here's Warriors Fug.
everybody is valued throughout the league. And basically, the higher value that you are, the less likely you will be near the top draft pick. Okay, so for any of you guys in the Discord stage, make sure to tune into TikTok. You can actually see the graphic there. And for anybody in the TikTok, thank you guys for joining in. I see that we had a couple new followers, so we appreciate that. But this is considered one of the cornerstones of our beginning to season 14, less than a month away. So let's get this show on the road. Just to give you guys all some perspective, once again, this is all hard coded. I don't know what these teams are. We're just going to go ahead, and I have a little button here that's you'll see it's going to populate all the teams at random. You guys saw the simulations, and based on the simulations, this can go to just about any team. The Blazers, which are currently ranked number 1 from their pre-signs, have about a 1 in 250 chance of being the first round pick. And there were a couple simulations that they absolutely were. So it's going to be definitely interesting to see. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to hit the button here, and we are going to see some gray tiles. There they are, the gray tiles. And as you can see, as I hover my mouse over them, it is each individual team. We don't know what they are. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, in order for you to see, you have to go to the TikTok live if you're in the Discord server. So there are our teams. And what we're going to do is that we're going to start from number 16, and we're going to work our way towards the top. Alrighty?
Alright, let's see.
So, without further
Here
ado,
we go.
let's get this show on the road. What do we say?
What's
All
on
right,
the
ladies and
road? You
gentlemen.
have to force to use TikTok.
Pick number 16 of the draft.
by the way,
Everyone
the
thinks
feed
it's the Blazers.
on
What are we
the-
thinking? What are we thinking? I think it's the Blazers. We'll see.
The lottery thing on the
The
feed
Blazers
might
are
be
expected
delayed.
number 16. Let's see
They
if
are expecting
they
number
get
16.
it.
They probably would.
And they do, ladies and gentlemen. The Roblox Blazers will be drafting number 16 for the season 14 draft. As expected,
By the way, the TikTok feed
they had the lowest odds of
thing
being
will be a little delayed, so apologies for that.
Gentlemen, the rest of these picks are up for grabs. All right.
All right.
A lot of people predicted the Hammerheads will be going 15. A lot of people said the White Tigers. A lot of people said the Mariners, the Bulldogs. Who do we think is going to be number 15, ladies and gentlemen? We're going to see.
I'd say Hammerheads.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
They build up a good roster.
Let's see who is number
I believe
15.
So I wouldn't be shocked.
It is the New York Royal
Ooh.
Bulldogs at number 15.
Okay. All right.
Wow, wow, wow. I mean, we kind of expected that. I mean, the New York Royal Bulldogs pre-signed extremely well between Justin Fried Chicken. They're taking the number 1 ranked goaltender Turbo and arguably the number 1 two-way in the league, Elite BFC. They combined for a total of 21 million between their owner and their 2 pre-signs. So for them to go 15 is not shocking to a lot of people, but we will see what happens. And I see that the official New York Royal Bulldogs are very angry in the TikTok chat as saying that it is rigged. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's move on to pick number 14. It is the Long Island 39ers going 14th. I obviously claimed that they're in the best possible situation, not going too hard on their cap, led by Zatter Haynes as a forward, gone wild, the top-ranked defenseman for the 39ers, as he has 7 million, and they also took a second defender of Hockey Pup 32. Unfortunately, doesn't work out entirely for them as they are now drafting number 14. All right, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully Haynes promised me, or I promised Haynes that I would rig it, and unfortunately, it is not rigged. So, moving on to number 13. Let's see. Who is pick number 13? Hold on, really quick. Baldy Locks dropping a Galaxy out of nowhere. W Baldy
By the way, guys, when this stream ends, when this lottery ends, don't go anywhere. We have Glasgow and Loch Ness Rangers in BFC Saturday, so don't go anywhere. That is coming up next from 9:20 a.m. or immediately after this. I forgot to set up the scorebook for that. Oops.
I don't even know how you pronounce it. The Kano Kailua Hammerheads at number 13. Now, this team has some serious potential. They are actually drafting lower than expected, led by Gibbletoot, along with Atano and Sawasha. They were projected to go anywhere between 14th and 15th.
I thought they would go lower.
In their back pocket, they got a pick back.
Because they got Atano and Sawasha, so I mean, two good players. So I mean, 13th. I mean, it's like they go.
Where the heck are the White
so,
Tigers?
Yeah.
We haven't seen the White Tigers yet, as they were expected to go 15th, and we haven't seen them yet. So we're gonna move on to pick number 12, and let's see what happens. Number 12. It is the Tucson Titans at number 12. Another very high caliber team between VPay Jake at 7 million, Noah Dog at 7 million, and Remy Snipes at 8 million, totaling their cap at 22 million out of the 30 that we calculated, and they managed to get pick number 12. Ladies and gentlemen, this is
by the way,
so far pretty.
By the way, lads, yeah, I can't get the TikTok feed up, so you'll have to see from the below the live watermark. You'll see the pick number.
Going to be very interesting. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's move on to pick number 11. Oh no! Oh no! The Tri-Valley Reapers going number 11th. They were supposed to go top 5, and they went ahead and just got drawn at pick number 11.
Oh
this is not a high caliber pre-signed team, and they just went 11th.
They had
that
the
is
second
a
highest
terrible spot to be for the Reapers. Led by their man
days.
5067879 and signing Noah Yeoman on top. They had one of the highest chances of going pick number 1, but they dropped all the way to 11th. Really quick, MWSN, thank you so much for all these roses, man. We appreciate it. Baldy Lock sending over Crystal Dreams. You guys are amazing. This is just the draft lottery. We already have stuff coming in. Gerard Mercer with the follow and a couple other people with the follow. Guys, thank you so much. All right. The Tri-Valley Reapers, luck is not on their side as they drop all the way to number 11. Let's move on here. Pick number 10. We still have not seen the White Tigers. They are lucking out this draft. Let's see if it changes at pick number 10. It is the Wheeling Thunderbirds, another team that was supposed to draft high, just got picked. One of the highest chances of teams to go top 5 in the draft just dropped all the way to 10th. That's crazy. Led by Latang Build, Seamtail, and Gretzky. Easily the weakest roster thus far. They just got drawn at pick number 10. Obviously, Latang's going to be devastated. He's had accusations of the league being rigged for the longest time, and this certainly does not back up our case of them dropping to pick number 10.
And here's the graphic right there. You see the Tri-Valley Reapers had the second highest chance to get the first overall pick. They get number 1.
The Brooklyn Badgers.
It's the Brooklyn Badgers.
No.
Wow.
They were supposed to go number 1.
No, this has to be rigged.
Brooklyn Badgers just dropped.
This has to be rigged. No way.
Number 9.
There's no way. So the second, third, and fourth highest odds to go number 1 overall pick all got busted out to the top 8.
All right,
wow.
ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. The top 8.
This is the top half.
Still no White Tigers. Where can they be?
Where are the White Tigers? How much odds are
This is a crazy RNG for the White Tigers so far. Let's see if they get pulled at pick number 8. Number 8 goes to the Marquette Wendigos, middle of the pile, and this is right around where they were expecting to get drawn, but they are number 8.
That's pick number 8, ladies and gentlemen. So 2, 3, 4, and 5 are all busted out.
They were expecting to draft. Sammy with 8 million.
Wendigos had a 8% chance. Badgers had an 8.4% chance.
and that was pretty much
What are
middle
the
of the road
chances of
between these
those? I
teams.
mean, Wario.
And
God
excuse me,
isn't
they had a
picking
little
up,
more
buddy.
than that.
Might as well
Pretty
start
much
digging
middle of the
your hole
road
down
for
and
these
stuff.
teams, and this is right around where they were expecting to draft. Alrighty, moving on now for pick number 7. Still no White Tigers. I can't believe this. No one was expecting the White Tigers to make it this far. Just to remind you all, the White Tigers have a total of 9 chances. And that is the second lowest amount of chances. They were expecting to go 15th or 14th, and we still haven't seen them on the board. Let's move on to number 7. Will this be them? Number 7 going to the Gummy Express, right around where they were expecting to be picked. We've seen results for the Gummy Express going 2nd, 1st, and 15th. So, good thing to meet in the middle as the Gummy Express, led by Deported Indian at 6 million, Matt at 7 million, and Rusk at 5. It is the Gummy Express at number 7. Someone spamming the Tropics. The Tropics so far haven't been
Where are
found.
the Tropics? Wait
They were
a minute.
expected to go high. We will see if we'll get the Tropics in the next few picks here. All right, still no White Tigers. What is happening? The White Tigers lucking out in this RNG as they have the second lowest amount of chances, and they are moving up the chain as this is now pick number 6 of the draft. Let's see what we got. Number 6 goes to the Pigeon Forge Smokies. The Pigeon Forge Smokies taking it at number 6. All right, ladies and gentlemen. This is right around where they were expected to draft. I believe that they were actually supposed to be higher, so they lucked out. Taking pick seed El Coop and Saravine, they had they had quite a few chances to make it in the draft, and this is probably right around where they were expecting to draft. All right, ladies and gentlemen. We have a few teams left. We have a total of 5 teams left. Let's
How are the White Tigers still in this?
Who we have. I'm just clearing out my
The
little,
top 5,
my little list here.
The top 5.
Pigeon Forge.
The only remaining team that hasn't been
Alrighty, ladies and
called
gentlemen,
out.
the 5 teams left. We
The
have
Edge.
the New England Edge,
They're the
the
favorites.
Miami Tropics, the Thunder Bay Surge,
Okay.
the Montauk Mariners,
The
and
Mariners.
the West Covina White Tigers. Ladies and gentlemen, who do we think is going to go
Mariners.
in the last 5
Come on,
teams
Mariners.
here? Make sure we say
I'm
in
not
the
a
chat,
Mariners
let's get our
fan. Please,
predictions
it
in, as
was
this
a
is
joke.
the
It was a
top
joke.
5 draft picks
It was a joke.
of the season 14 draft. Give you guys a few seconds here. All right. Number 5 in this draft
Please not Mariners.
goes to the Miami Tropics at number 5. And this is right around, once again, where they were expecting to go. The Miami Tropics had plenty of lottery balls, if you will, at their disposal. And this is probably right around where they were expecting to be drafted. Obviously, they wanted number 1. However, they did not pre-sign a second person, so they received a 5-ball penalty for not pre-signing their second person. And as a result, it's going to hurt them. This team is led by Zahn at 4 million, Monks Vardo at 4 million, and they have nobody in their second pre-sign slot. So it's going to be interesting to take a look. They're bringing in a lot of external members back into the league. So despite them being at draft pick number 5, they should actually be in pretty solid shape with that pick. Alrighty. Here we go. Number 4, the Tigers still in play. Will the Tigers end up
Seriously,
with a top
how?
3 pick, or will their streak end at pick number 4? Let's see it. There they are, the West Covina White Tigers at pick number 4 in the draft, expecting to pick between 14th and 15th. They finally were picked at spot number 4. Wow, that is a very unfortunate for a lot of teams. And the White Tigers, I mean, this is just a beast of a roster. And on top of that, they will be getting the 4th pick, led by Capital, Liam's Bitter, and Ninja Semyon. And they just set themselves up with a beautiful first-round pick. They should be able to find some depth as long as they manage their cap space effectively. The second highest team in the cap space. They have to be careful of this first round pick. Sometimes it's almost bittersweet to get this high in the draft, despite them having more flexibility. It's going to be tougher for them to manage that cap space. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at pick number 3. Let's see who is the third pick of the draft. Here we go. It is the New England Edge at pick number 3. And this is right around where they were expecting to draft.
Come on, Mariners. Come on.
Team.
No way.
Between Maroon Buffalo Powder,
I need to get my phone. I need to spam thing out.
At $3 million. And they signed some random person I've never heard of. It's BYK with $1 million. Very odd pickup there from Maroon Buffalo Powder. He was expected to go to be pick number 1. They had the most chances of being pick number 1. However, I'm sure that they will not complain so much with pick number 3. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 2
Those were the
teams
favorites.
Left. It all comes down to this.
Mariners, come on.
We have the Thunder Bay Surge against the Montauk Mariners for pick number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, we are jumping right to pick number 1. And I tell you what, the Montauk Mariners, I'm sure, are very, very, very happy right now. Led by Alex Nick Jr., BK Dackers 19.
Come on,
and
Mariners.
Being able to come out with pick number 1 or 2
is
something that was not easy to do, but luck is on their side. Ladies and gentlemen, pick number 1 and 2 for the BMHL Draft Lottery season number 14 will go to the Thunder Bay Surge. Will be the first overall draft pick, led by the Montauk Mariners for pick number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, as you see on your screen, let's go down the list. Number 16, the Roblox Blazers. Number 15, the New York Royal Bulldogs. 14, the 39ers. 13, the Hammerheads. 12, the Titans. 11, the Reapers. 10, the Thunderbirds. 9, the Badgers. 8, the Wendigos. 7, the Express. 6, the Smokies. 5, the Tropics. 4, the White Tigers. 3, the Edge. 2, the Mariners. And number 1, the Thunder Bay Surge. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your season 14 draft lottery. As we can see here, it's completely at random. I'm going to go ahead and hit this draw button again just to show you guys, again, that it is completely random. So if you want to take a screenshot, if you wanted to log these, Atano, I think that you did log them. You should have gotten the, you should have been updating. Yep, you got that. All right, perfect. So just to show you guys, when I hit this button again, I'll hit draw. As we can see, it's a completely different order. I'll hit draw again. As we can see, the Blazers in this draw did not go number 16. In fact, they got pretty high here. Sorry for the spam.
Unbelievable.
Roblox Blazers in this draft got number 8. Again, this is completely random. But the official draft order can be found in the Season 14 draft order. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, number 16, the Roblox Blazers. Number 15, the New York Royal Bulldogs. 14, the 39ers. 13, the Hammerheads. 12, the Titans. 11, the Reapers. 10, the Thunderbirds. 9, the Badgers. 8, the D.
All right.
5, the Tropics. 4, the White Tigers. 3, the Edge. 2, the Mariners. And number 1, the Thunder Bay Surge. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in to BMHL Network.
All right. That's gonna. All right, the Thunder Bay Surge have won the 2025 BMHL ladder. All right, you just heard Warrior Svug on the stage. And don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere, lads, because coming up next, it's Glasgow United versus... But don't go anywhere, lads. Don't go anywhere. Don't get off your seats. Because coming up next, it's BFC Saturday. That's going to do it for us here at the BMHL Draft Lottery. We'll see you in a couple of seconds. For Glasgow United and Loch Ness Winters, we'll see you then.